Before we get started, there's something I want to show you on itch.io from this user here. According to Virus Total, these 4 games all have viruses. I tested a few other games and those came out 100% clean. I let itch.io know and I'm letting you know not to download it. It was already sketchy enough that they published all 4 games a day or so right after each other, and there's no contact info that I can find for this user. So maybe I'm wrong, but there's too many red flags here for me to trust this. This is what games should look like. 100% clean. I throw this game in here, and we've got some errors. Some of this stuff is just generic, but some of this stuff I don't think is. You've got 24 plus different virus scanners showing that we've got a dropper virus in here. This one here was the least affected. It's still part of his 4 games, so I'm not trusting him. Moving on. Let's get into the games. Developed by Pixel Boy, Ruins of Metrium is a co-op action game where you explore a small island in search of Metrium, a material used to upgrade your caravan and activate certain things in the world. Your main goal is to find these lighthouses to open up some ruins. The lighthouses work as teleports too once you activate them. There's a good variety of enemies and items worth taking the time to find. You'll find upgrades for the caravan like shields and a cannon. You can change around your upgrades mid-fight depending on the situation. The only time I remember having to do that was when the caravan shield dropped. You can also drop speed upgrades to stop the caravan from moving, but I didn't do that during solo play. The caravan's cannon is nice on those tanky bosses. It'll get stuck every now and then on things on the map, but it didn't happen often. Range is your best bet if you're playing solo. Melee gets messed up. This is definitely meant to be played with 2 to 4 people. Bosses took a little too long to take down, spamming the same 3 abilities over and over again. But again, if this was with another few people, the fights wouldn't have lasted as long, and it wouldn't have felt so tedious. I wish there was a way to dodge, though dying doesn't mean much unless you turn on permadeath. It started getting annoying having to restart from the beginning, especially before you got the run speed upgrade. Luckily, the boss fights you do don't reset when you die, so you can keep going back until you beat it. Otherwise, I don't think I would have finished it. It took me about an hour to figure everything out. The ending's cool as hell. Go check it out free on Steam. Next up is Pascal's Requiem. Developed by Playmaker's development team, it came out on Steam July 10th. It's a story-driven active turn-based combat RPG. Kinda like you had in Mario RPG with timed button presses to combo, crit, or dodge stuff. I'm not sure if I've ever seen it in any other game. The game's very easy. I'm a sucker for RPGs though, and all the mini-games and combat were pretty fun. There's about 3 hours of gameplay. I played it on a controller, but it supports both. Initially, I didn't give a shit about the story. I just wanted to fight something. Show me the combat. However, it gets more and more interesting as you play through the game. At the start, you'll meet someone who essentially gives you a purpose in the game. It's pretty obvious who they are after the 3rd encounter, before they reveal themselves. You'll learn about crystals you need to collect that hold memories that'll slowly tell you the lore of the game, as well as unlock new abilities each time you find one. I love the way things build up. They definitely took inspiration from The Forest, and a mixture of a couple other things. The combat's, like I said, easy but fun. The strength of your attacks depends on how well you do the little mini-games, and I hate to call them mini-games, but that's what they are. There's a good variety of them, and each enemy has their own set of 2 attacks you'll learn how to block and dodge. The last boss was a decent challenge, and I'm pretty sure there's 2 endings. I want to play through it again for the other ending. I really think this game needs an expansion, definitely something with this type of combat in it. The graphics are fine, and really beautiful in their own way. Look at the trees in the background of the combat in the beginning of the game. I don't know man, I like it. The music is beautiful, the combat's fun, the story's interesting, none of the random NPCs standing around are useful to talk to except the little green guy, and the game's free. Check it out on Steam. Bonehearts was released on itch.io on July 9th in pre-alpha. It's being developed by Deus Draconis Interactive and Friends. Tim Creations, Vanix Was Taken, Bunny, Swift, and Joseph Killinger. You'll be dodging Dark Souls style, timing attacks for combos, and solving puzzles that open the way to new areas to explore. You're looking for scissors and keys to unlock a gate to get to a place called Frightburg. You play as a skeleton with 2 souls, Spinewell the head and Fretly the body. You start in a grave, learn the controls, talk to a grave keeper, learn to fight, and learn some lore. It's got this comic book style gameplay with goofy sound effects that remind me of Gex, or Jack and Daxter, or Crash Bandicoot, and all the other PS1 games like them. Combat's not bad. Instead of a health bar, you get your head knocked off when you get hit. You gotta catch your body while it runs around before getting hit again. There's some bugginess with it sometimes, but that's expected from pre-alpha. You'll learn more skills as you progress. I like having to time the attacks for combos. I hope there's more to it later in the game. I like the style and the way the tutorial comes up, but it needs to pause the game in the background, and they pop up every time you die and return to one of those areas. The first tutorial page that pops up tells you to press the same button for a light and heavy attack when it's supposed to be X and Y or right and left click, and it looks like the lock on target button isn't set up for keyboard yet. I thought I broke the game when one of the gates bugged and I was able to walk through it when I shouldn't have, which may have caused other bugs that may not have been there if I went the right way to begin with, so I played through it again. The gate was still bugged, and then after I restarted to check the bug, another one popped up. There's supposed to be stuff here. A lot of stuff. Reloading fixes this one. I also had a minor problem when it tells you to hit X or whatever button it would be for the keyboard. What it really means is to hold X. It doesn't take long to figure it out though. I love that they added this work in progress storyboard while there's no cutscene for certain parts. There's a story you'll find with an upgrade station, but nothing works right now. I think there's supposed to be something with the bones you collect. I tried out both shields from the shop and those don't seem to work right now either. I couldn't figure out how to put them on. There's a few other bugs, but it's bugs you'd expect for a game in this state. Opening chests are kinda janky, enemies shoot through some walls, controls stop working sometimes after certain events, and there's a couple places you can go out of bounds. Lots of little things to work on, but I can see potential. Despite being unpolished, the game's fun. There's about an hour and a half of gameplay, definitely worth keeping an eye on. You can find it on itch.io. Last up is Noobs Are Coming, being developed by Overboy. It's a bullet hell where you play as the final boss. There's a bunch of different characters to pick with a bunch of different weapons and items. These aren't normally my type of games, but I've been having fun with a few of them. This one's one of them. The demo shows 3 unlocked characters and 3 locked characters you can get by winning 15 rounds. The only thing I saw that could be improved was on co-op. It's hard to see the top of the screen because of the health bars. I don't know what else to say. It's a bullet hell. It's fun. It's coming July 15th to Steam in early access. That's all I have for now. I wish I had more to show this video, but there will be more to come. Thanks for sticking around to the end. See ya.